We're here today because I had a suspicious abnormality on a 3D mammogram. And it's in my head, and I need to get it treated, and I need to kill this thing. I think I'm going through what every woman goes through right now. I think I'm worried. I want to make sure that we've treated this while it's still early enough so that I don't have to worry about it becoming something bigger, and then all of a sudden I have a really big problem. I think right now it's a small problem, and I want to make sure that it stays that way.
It'll be a 1.5-minute scan followed by 3 minutes.
The question is this a really aggressive cancer, or is this something that's just not anything to worry about? And the not knowing is pretty much driving me crazy.
They are going to basically stain them and look at them under the microscope to decide what the diagnosis is. You know, whether it's a cancer, whether it's benign, if it's a cancer, what kind.
The issue for me is I never expected that I would be a patient for the system that we produce. I am the chairman of the board and CEO of Sonaris Technologies. And Sonaris Technologies is an advanced cryoablation company. And for the last 7 years of my life, I've been working on cryoablation for breast cancer treatment. Cryoablation for breast tumors was always theoretical for me. That was something that I was bringing to women, and now I suddenly discovered that I'm a patient also. Okay, now we know what it is.
Yes. It's DCIS, which is what we call ductal carcinoma in situ, which is the very early stage of breast cancer, the stage 0. Okay?
Okay, I really appreciate this. All right, off we go to cryo. 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer during their lifetime, but I didn't expect it to be me. In the back of my head, I was thinking that it was probably just microcalcifications and I was overreacting. And now I find out I wasn't at all. So yeah, I'm a little bit teary right now. I didn't want to have this be the diagnosis, but if this is going to be the diagnosis, I'm really, really glad that I'm driving across town right now to go get this thing fixed. I cannot imagine having that diagnosis and then having to wait for weeks or months to get it treated while it was still growing. I can't imagine that. I've always thought about vesica cryoablation and what I was doing to bring it to the world so that women would have a treatment option. I just seriously never thought it would be used on me for breast cancer. Even this morning, coming down here, I was kind of thinking that maybe I was overthinking this and maybe I was overreacting. But now it turns out I wasn't. This has been a momentous day, but it will be the day that I discovered I had breast cancer. It will also be the day that breast cancer was treated and is now gone.
The effectiveness of the cryoablation procedure was evaluated using a clinical trial called Z1072. It was sponsored by the National Cancer Institute. The purpose of the trial was to determine whether or not cryoablation was effective at killing tumors the size of a nickel or smaller. What the study found is that cryoablation was 92% effective in killing tumors that were the size of a nickel, and 100% effective in killing tumors that were about the size of a dime.
I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled that I get to keep my breast. I don't have to have surgery. I'm thrilled that I can do this in a day in a doctor's office and I can be back home tonight.
A tumor that's less than 1 centimeter they can have this treatment performed in the office while at work in less than an hour and be home caring for their family or back to work the very next day.
It was completely interesting. I was awake, of course, and I got to watch the ultrasound, and I kind of got to feel what was going on. A sensation of cold, not really uncomfortable, just kind of felt a little bit like it might be cold. Maybe that's because I knew it was making ice. But you know, aside from that, I feel really good right now. I'm tired because it's been a very long day, but physically I feel terrific. My own company's system solved my problem. It treated this very early cancer, and I'm tired, but I'm also so incredibly relieved. It's just incredible. I'm so thankful.